Hello everyone, and welcome to our webinar 7 Essential Practice for Optimizing the Enterprise Content Management, ECM. My name is Tobias Schroeder, and I'm Product Marketing Manager here at SoftExpert. I'm going to start now this presentation. Well, documents, emails, spreadsheets, and presentations are created faster than we can count them. Documents, images, web pages, and other types of content are known as unstructured content. As the amount of content continues to grow with the organizations, challenges with its creation, management, and distribution continues to grow as well. Enterprise Content Management, the ECM, provides organizations with a platform to house unstructured content and deliver in the proper format to multiple enterprise applications. With this technology, you can efficiently build content-rich business applications, reuse content, and integrate hundreds of content services with other business applications. ECM helps to decrease costs, automate processes, reduce resource bottlenecks, share content efficiently, minimize the number of lost documents, and better manage risk. The term Enterprise Content Management, according to Gartner Institute, describe both a strategic framework and a technical architecture that supports all types of content and formats throughout the content lifecycle. As a strategic framework, ECM can help enterprises take control of their content. It can contribute to initiatives around transactional processes, compliance, and record management, as well as sharing and collaborating around content and documents. And as technical architecture, ECM can be delivered either as a suite of products integrated at the content or interface level, or as a number of separate products that share a common architecture. Well, but how big is this market? The ECM market grew 6.2% in 2014 to a worldwide revenue of 5.4 billion. First-time implementations, mobility-based upgrades, and content applications helped drive continuous double-digit growth during 2014 in the regions of Asia-Pacific, Greater China, and Middle East and Africa. Aligned to country-based business requirements, increased the fragmentation of market share as the best-of-breed and regional vendors succeeded in outcompeting their larger international rivals. The combined market share of the top 3 ECM vendors continued to decline from approximately 46% in 2012 to 44% in 2013 and to 41% in 2014, according to Gartner researches. And research from AIIM, a recent research, the last year, 2015, ask to managers some questions, interesting questions, that we can see how this market is going, how's the expectations, how's the main features, and how's the ECM implementation at companies. The first question was, how would you best characterize your organization's experience with document management, DM, record management, RM, and Enterprise Content Management, ECM. So, 3% of respondents, no system, no plans. 8%, no system, but plans in the next year and a half. 22% told they have one or more TM or ERM projects, but at departmental level. 16% are integrating DM and RM projects across departments. So it's not a corporate application yet. 27% are implementing a company-wide ECM capability. 14% completed a company-wide ECM capability, and 10% are looking to replace existing ECM system with a new one. Okay, almost a half of respondents doesn't have applications or are planning to have or have applications but not at a corporate level. Okay, so it's an important information. The next question, how many different ECM suppliers does your organization currently use? Surprisingly, more than half of respondents answered they have 3 or more ECM suppliers. Wow, but for what reason? We are going to see that ECM is a set of different pieces, like record management, like email archiving, like capturing management, like web content, like digital asset management. So it's common in the past to use different applications to satisfy specific needs. Okay, so you can see here 26% have 2 different suppliers, 16% 3, 12% 4, 7% 5, 9% 6 to 10, and 6% more than 10. Okay, yes. The next question from this research from AIAM is, which of the following ECM functionalities to have deployed and in what way? The what way is ECM suite, is a corporate suite, integrate research, or independent application. We can see that functionalities like record management are used of more than 60% of organizations, and record management is highly related to ECM suite and not related to an independent application. So it's a function that is already accepted by being an ECM feature. Okay. In other hands, email management archive, yes, is highly adopted, but not related to ECM applications. Just 15% of respondents tell that this feature are unified with ECM system. Have other ones here, BPM and workflow, highly accepted like ECM functions, enterprise research, and other one with lower levels, internal and workplace social platform. Okay, well, let's start the main subject here, 7 features, essential features for a great solution from enterprise content management. This is not a regular list from my mind, just from my mind. It's a list of trends and features taken from Gartner research, Gartner Quadrant, Magic Quadrant from ECM, from AIM research, from IDC research. So what the main research institutes are telling about the future, are telling about the expectations on this market. So these are a list with the main practices every software, every solution must have in ECM application. So, okay. The first one, automated capture and image processing. Inefficient paper-based transactional processes are time-consuming and error-prone. Reliance on paper remains a significant issue for many companies, and it has been estimated that 40% of all transactions are still paper-based. By automating the capture and ingestion of faxes, scanners, forms, images, and other documents, you can accelerate the number of transactions handled daily while reducing the possibility of human error that occurs when information is manually keyed into a system. For many organizations, automating a paper-based business process is the first area where ECM is put to use, since a rapid return on investment can frequently be realized. Additionally, the other benefits of content management can then be applied to this ingested content, including classifications, retention, policies, and more. The capturing of content can be done via mobile devices, using scanners in regional offices, or centralized in a single facility. Once captured, the ECM system recognizes the form, extracts data from fields, on the form and routes it into the proper business process while applying the proper classification based on these values and other business rules. Proper classification and assignment of metadata ensures that the appropriate storage, archiving, and retention policies will be applied. These key capabilities allow you to apply your information governance strategy to a broader range of content while helping reduce physical storage costs and manage expenses. Employees will also be able to locate content much more quickly, thereby accelerating collaboration and business processes. Well, second point, do not forget the basic. Content lifecycle management. When considering an ECM system, it is important to consider the breadth of unstructured content types that you manage, as well as the actual product features needed to support that content throughout the lifecycle. Unstructured content comes in many forms, including Microsoft Office documents, PDF, scanned images, production graphics, videos, engineering documents, and operating procedures. As your company continues to grow, so view the types of content that need to be managed, shared, archived, and properly disposed of. Make sure that your ECM system can properly manage the entire life cycle of these different content types and support the different search needs, rendering, and retention policies that are associated with these different file types. In order to effectively mitigate risks and provide real productivity benefits, an ECM system must be the single source of the truth within an organization. It is the one authoritative place to go to get the latest version of a file, the most current procedural document, the approved marketing imagery, current sales collateral, and much more. ECM systems simplify content discovery for employees while providing flexible and appropriate levels of access. When it comes to managing all of this content, it must be done across the entire life cycle of the item, from creation to disposal. A full set of functionality that supports each step of the content lifecycle is not guaranteed in all ECM systems. Areas to consider include functionality such as that are very important are search. Without proper search and discover tools, an ECM system could become a great place to hide information where its value can never be realized. The best ECM system will provide faceted full text search, support for common search syntax, filtered search results for end users to quickly find what they have authorized access to, and advanced search capabilities including custom search forms and metadata search. Metadata classification and taxonomies. Support for automated, manual, and inherited metadata values on all types of content and the associated classification of content based on these values. Versioning. Automatic tracking and storage of each file version along with auditing, archiving, and ability to revert to a previous version of a document if needed. The ability to automatically generate content in other formats like PDF, XML, HTML, or resolutions can be essential for many content usage scenarios. And compound document support. Content folios that allow for many smaller documents to be incorporated with a master or parent document. Okay. Well, let's go to the third point. Is records management and retention policies. Continuously expanding compliance legislation and the increasing cost of litigation makes proper management and retention of organizations' content essential. Not only must content be maintained, but it must also be defensibly disposed of once its usefulness has expired. A superior ECM system enables both retention and disposition of information, allowing organizations to define, manage, and execute records and retention policies for all enterprise content from a single application. Records management and retention policies helps control the creation, declaration, classification, retention, and destruction of content and business records, resulting in improved compliance, minimized litigation risks, and lower storage costs. The benefits of records and retention policies are many, including storage cost reduction, reducing exposure to smoking gun, content being unwittingly kept, and being able to demonstrate defensible disposal and digital shredding practices. In the past, many organizations have simply taken the approach of keeping everything, no matter how mundane or sensitive, with the idea that they will simply continue to add additional disk storage as needed. Over time, this practice becomes untenable due to its expensive and the increasing difficulty of finding critical information in a growing mountain of content. Finally, it's important to realize that a well-planned and a thorough approach to records and retention policies is a core component of your information governance strategy. Information governance helps organizations map out a relationship between the information and the value it provides. 4. Digital asset management. Well, digital content such as photographs, drawings, and videos play an increasingly important role in any company's business, especially in marketing, engineering, customer support, and sales training. These files also require special processing and handling due to their typical large file size and unique metadata requirements involving copyrights and usage restrictions. Simply placing these files in folders along with other contents introduce conflicts and confusion over time. Searching for and finding the right version of an image or video to use can also be more complex, since a full text indeed cannot properly classify audio or video content. Integrating the management of rich media with a content management system has two major benefits over an approach that utilizes a separate digital asset management. First, the native versioning, auditing, and deduplication services of the ECM system allow you to utilize storage efficiently and keep operational costs low. Second, the metadata rendition services, retention policies, and records management capabilities of the ECM system helps ensure the proper use of copyrighted material. In addition to providing easy access to the correct photos, videos, and engineering drawings, managing your digital assets with an ECM system allows you to enable automation of routine processing and review tasks. From this single, coordinated repository, users of rich media can take advantage of services such as workflow and version control with automated policies that govern security, archiving, content conversation and disposition, content check-in and accessibility from anywhere with web-based and Windows Explorer interfaces, and compression of content to decrease bandwidth demand and storage requirements. Well, this is an important point. 5. Integration with business processes. Information is of the most value when it's put to work. A quality ECM system allows you to content enable your business application so that the latest and most accurate information is readily available in the contents of many different business processes. It's not enough just to store the information in a repository where it is secure and managed. That information, whether it is forms, documents, images, faxes, or videos, should be immediately available to the business user that needs to reference or update it within a transactional process. Your ECM system should have sufficient and expandable workflow capabilities to meet the varied needs of your business. Determine what type of content workflows your organization wants to make sure the ECM system you select can support them. Workflows can vary dramatically in complexity, from simple review and approval process involving 2 or 3 people to extensive process around document creation, approval, and release that involve multiple lines of business in your organization. Documenting your existing processes and obtaining department feedback on needed improvement will help you to determine what level of workflow or business process management integration is required. Workflow as they relate to content can be divided in 2 major categories: content-centric workflows native to ECM systems and workflows that goes across applications. Well, content-driven workflows are the type most commonly used by end users. A multi-step approval process is a simple example of document routing along a fixed path with defined reviews along each step. These tend to be static processes that are very repeatable and predictable. Much more advanced and dynamic workflows are possible with integration in a BPM system. This allows for much more flexibility, collaborative exceptions handling, and full process monitoring. ECM integrations ensure that all content within this process is still managed by the ECM system to maintain adherence to all retention and governance requirements. For many companies, unstructured content is scattered across various locations and repositories, making it difficult or impossible to find. This happens because individual application solutions often have their own isolated file stores for related documents, further promoting the proliferation of content repositories. Invoices, orders, application forms, insurance claims are all examples of content that need to be classified and managed in a way that can be natively accessible from within business applications. The importance of optimizing business processes and improving business efficiency is a critical driver for content management. Once your core business application becomes content-enabled, organizations realize significant cost saving due to efficiency improvements, reduced reliance on paper forms and documents, and lower physical storage requirements. In analyzing an ECM system, consider which your current business processes would benefit from being content-enabled. The ideal ECM system will provide out-of-the-box support for integrating with leading business applications. Common processes that can be streamlined by integrated them with your ECM system includes account payable, automating the capture, routing, and payment of invoices, human capital management, on coordinating global and country policies, documenting procedures and incidents, HR onboarding by managing applications, benefit enrollment, and other processes for new employees, procurement, contract management, order processing and exception handling, and case management, automating claims, requests, proposals, and other complex business processes. So it's not just ECM on capturing, documenting, recording, classifying, searching, and not just BPM like modeling, simulating, building forms, making analysis and workflow of this. This combination creates the real process we are used to execute, we are used to perform in our companies. Well, almost in the end, content when you need it. The best content management system in the world is a little value if no one can use it. The key to realizing greater user adoption across your company is making sure employees can securely access their content when they need and from wherever they might be. These days, the list of applications and devices they could be using is only getting longer, so it's important that your ECM system is designed to be integrated not only with business applications, but also accessible from a variety of mobile devices. The ability to search against a complete index from any device is also a key consideration. An important aspect to content delivery is the ability to provide with portal environments, whether it's from intranet, extranet, or a combination of both access models. Access to important content in this context adds significant value. One commonly used portal environment is Microsoft Sharepoint. Sharepoint lacks the full breadth of functionality to be considered in true ECM system. It has a length and solid heritage as a portal and site-centric collaboration product for teams. Being able to integrate with SharePoint or other portal solutions you are using in-house as key value points to consider as you evaluate ECM systems. While mobile applications usage is soaring with enterprises, it's equally as important to make sure that you can provide content access within common desktop applications like Microsoft Office, as well as the local file system. This capability will ensure easy access to information and help every user to be able to easily take advantage of the secure content repository available to them. A review. So the first point, automate capture and image processing. Do not forget the basic and all of the features and content lifecycle management, records management and retention policies, digital asset management, integration with business process, and content when you need it. Before the seventh item, I just like to talk about something you must read on the invitation for this webinar. The unified approach for a ECM solution. So, initially, content management consists of separate applications built on separate applications and platforms. Additionally, these applications were for managing specific content types. For example, one application is to manage documents, other to manage websites, a specialized application for managing digital assets, and another for managing physical, then eventually electronic records. This led to scenarios in which, for instance, organizations creating human resource portals for managing resumes, policies, and procedures purchase document management systems. Then, when they needed to add other functionalities such as record management, or when building new applications to support websites, they had to purchase another software package on a separate server from different vendors specializing in that application. As the content management industry matured, customers demanded more out of existing software implementations. So vendors began acquiring other complementary technologies to coexist alongside or embed with their own software. This strategy benefited end-user organizations because they could consolidate multiple existing applications from different vendors onto one platform to help manage all content types within the organization. This was the birth of ECM. Although this streamlined approach pleased organizations by allowing them to deal with one software vendor, they usually incurred higher consulting and implementation costs. This was because organizations wanted to use more than one piece of functionality to build a business application, and the content management applications were not integrated out of the box. To address this issue, vendors created standard integrations between applications built on one platform, integrated ECM, which allowed customers to more quickly implement their content management-based applications. To be sure, integrated ECM offered some advantages. However, a number of issues again prompted a change. For example, weak integrations, differences in support for operating systems and programming languages, painful upgrades, duplication of content across applications, and cumbersome training on multiple interfaces plagued organizations implemented an integrated approach. Organizations recognized the need for one platform with one code base and interface, leading to unified ECM. A unified approach puts applications on a single platform and in a single interface, enabling effective content reuse and simple upgrades, maintenance, and training. This is the real difference. As previously discussed, historically content management applications were created to manage a single type of content for specific content management applications. When looking at these different content management applications, we will notice that they share a similar set of functionality used to manage these content items, such as the ability to have revision control, security and access control, search, metadata management, and workflow of routing capabilities. Although each type of content requires some unique functionality, such as file plan management or warehouse management for digital and physical records, robust platforms for video files or digital access, and so on. These independent content management systems all share a common set of services and functionality. Unified ECM offers the same set of functionality in one product for all content types. Any of the other unique content management features can literally be enabled or disabled within the single platform, depending on your business application's needs. Users do not care if content is created in Microsoft Word, Visio, Photoshop. Whether they are adding content, website, or collaborating on a presentation, the functions they need stay constant. The ability to find content easily, collaborate efficiently, securely store and version content, transform content from one form to another, and deploy it wherever it's needed. A unified architecture offers graphical and interfaces with a common look and feel, easing training and improving usability. Well, now the seventh item that I call information governance. Content as a strategic asset, knowledge. It is just one important piece of a wider excellence management framework that can also be handled with an unified approach, a unified solution. Consolidating the overall architecture on a single code base, security model, and API eliminates integrations that serve as only a temporary solution, leverage a common IT infrastructure, and minimize application development and support costs. The benefits of a unified approach include dramatically reduce implementation and setup time compared with rolling out separate and integrated systems, simpler upgrades because all occur in a single platform, ability of administrators and developers to focus meeting user requirements rather than getting the various applications components to work together in the first place. And for end users, the benefits of a unified approach include ease to use because document, performance, process, projects, and risk functions are exposed throughout the same well-designed web interface. Higher productivity because users can perform all functions in one place, and higher adoption rates, making the system more valuable for everyone. So the idea here is the ECM is just one piece of the company information governance or excellence. Okay, so we have projects, performance, processes, risks, quality management, all in one system. And considering this, knowledge, information management is just one of these pieces that can be also used in a unified approach with the same solution, with same functions, with same interface to provide users and administrations all of these benefits. As we can see, products, how to align strategic and operational objectives and targets to improve business performance at all levels. Projects, how to effectively manage resources and projects to improve customer service and business initiatives. How to minimize risks, business and financial risks. How to enhance business and operational quality, always related to the last piece, excellence. How to strengthen all these management initiatives together to achieve business performance excellence. That should be the main concern of all companies. And I have to tell you that there are a solution for all of this. Yes, this webinar is provided from SoftExpert. And SoftExpert is a software company that has a solution, a SoftExpert Excellence Suite with all of these pieces: environment, health and safety, performance management, content management. So SoftExpert Excellence Suite is the most comprehensive solution to collaboratively solve critical business excellence challenges into an an unified multi-application environment. Organizations may not need all applications at once, or may want to deploy one business initiative at a time, growing gradually as the need arises. Whatever the strategy chosen, only a fully shared business excellence environment allows its application fit together like puzzle pieces and work seamlessly. With SoftExpert Excellence Suite, interconnected application in a single workplace replace many isolated management systems that address only a few aspects of a business, leading to costly delays, inefficiency, and errors caused by duplicated functionality, lack of visibility, and inconsistent information. So I'd like to show you some part of our system, some screenshots, some videos, just to have an idea of what are specifically here our ECM solution. Okay. Here's the capture. SoftExpert software is a powerful and flexible solution for automating content-driven processes throughout the enterprise. It can analyze, recognize, and categorize any document type, from very structured documents such as forms to unstructured documents such as orders. Once documents have been categorized, the software uses optical character recognition, OCR, to automatically capture key data fields. The final result speeds up data availability within systems, eliminates manual data entry, and accelerates operations. That's an example of a form that can be used during a process of approval, for example. In this case, it's an incident report form. For all of my business process, I can automate them through workflow execution that use personalized and flexible forms. Well, search. Here's the idea of how to search just with a common text search, but with advanced search too. Advanced filters. Okay. And document visualizing here, a PDF viewer. SoftExpert software provides a solid enterprise content management infrastructure that manages organizational content regardless of type, whether physical or digital, integrated with existing governance practice and supporting decision-making and central control over standards while providing flexibility to customize dashboard views and workflows. Not just viewing, but using secure operations like digital signature here. So it also provides a fully configurable workflow engine to help manage internal business processes. This could be a simple review and approval workflow or a more complex multi-stage business process. User can create and revise documents, send documents to peers, or to management for review, and once approved, they can disclose documents to the organization. Not just text documents, but as you can see, images too. Here's a business process. Yeah, you can just drag and drop and create process according BPMN 2.0 standard, and include all of your information flow into the process to automate it. Creation. Easy to create and using Microsoft's integration. There's a tab, SoftExpert there, so I can create my document in the Microsoft Word and save it directly into the SoftExpert solution. Here is showing all the categories from the SoftExpert solution and creates the document without having to open the system and creates there. It's to easy the process. So, SharePoint connector. All of our portals with different widgets can be created and shared in the SharePoint connector also. Here's another portal when I can share all my information to users, creating flexible portals with different widgets to open processes, to create documents, to see my favorite documents, to see my tasks that I have to do, to approve, to review, etc. Okay. Well, thanks to all of you who took part in this presentation. If you have any question or would like to get in touch, please email me at tobias@softexpert.com. For more webinars, please visit our website www.softexpert.com. See you next time. Bye bye.